Good corner, nice job. Great job.
I'm sure if there's not a purpose trying to pick that up, get at least a little experience drafting, if not a win, because we're pretty much out of the whole win column deal now. Good move going outside, you're even with him. Even with him, he's coming down tight on you. You're even with him about a half between you. But at the same time, it does give benefits to the guys who do know how to make good setups.
164.
Alright, what's up guys? In here today on iRacing again, and today's going to be a little different type of video. I'm just working on building a setup for the 360 non-wing sprint car. This week's been kind of crazy for me. I had a couple of tests and some other things going on, so I haven't been able to get in here and make a video. I tried to on Wednesday, but everything I ran, I got wrecked in the first couple of laps, and so none of it would have made much of a video for you guys. So I'm going to jump in here and kind of let you guys see how I go about trying to build a setup. But I'm at Eldora in the 360 non-wing sprint car, starting with the Charlotte setup, just because that's a pretty good baseline for me. I like that setup. Just the way it gets off the corner, pretty good. But I guess I'll jump in here and we'll see how it goes. So tomorrow, you guys are going to see a video, or at least I'm going to try and get a video made from a league race that I'm a part of tonight. I won't actually be racing it. I'll be spotting for a buddy of mine who will be. I'm not very good in the Xfinity car at Las Vegas, as you guys saw, and I've been really busy this week. I had 2 big tests that I had to study for, and I got a bunch of tests next week too. So the videos will be kind of scarce, but I will try and keep getting out some good content when I need it, and I'll pop this up there for you guys. And in case you've never seen it before, this is the 360 sprint car. It's non-winged. It looks, and it's exactly the same chassis as a wing sprint car. For those of you who don't know, they're identical. It's just this one doesn't have the wings on it. And they drive extremely differently. As you can expect, the wings on the wing sprint cars put a ton of downforce on them, and these ones have basically no downforce. So they slide around a lot more, and they're, in my opinion, this car has quickly, I've had it for a while, but I didn't mess with it much. This car has quickly become my favorite on iRacing. Personally, anyway, I really enjoy it, the way that it drives. I haven't quite stepped up and put on my big boy pants to get into the 410 non-wing yet, but that'll be coming, you guys. I'll probably do another video like this next week of the 410. So I'll just turn a couple of laps, see how this setup is.
.868. 16.347. .9. 16.276. .164.
Let off the gas too much there, and it kind of over-rotated back around.
16.528.
I know a lot of you guys are going to tell me I got to run the top to be fast, and I know that. I just, in the process of building a setup, I kind of like to start around the bottom and work my way up so that I can snug it up a little bit at a time and get it to where it runs the top really nice. Of course, as the fuel burns off, it'll tighten up a little bit naturally.
15.937.
So that was about 7 laps, and as you guys could see there near the end, something you always got to have an account when you're building a setup, especially for the dirt cars, is that generally speaking, as you burn fuel off, the car will tighten itself up, and that will help the car get through the corner most of the time. Take a little stagger out, make a small adjustment there, and we'll go right back out here and try it again. Something else to mention, in the wing sprint cars, you really don't have to lift getting into the corner. They just have so much downforce, they just stick most of the time. These cars, you have to pedal it a little bit just to keep it from going straight at the wall, and if you get off too much, it'll just over-rotate back around with the engine braking, and that's what happened to me a couple times there.
.16. .207. .212. 16.198. .587.
There's a few more laps. It's still pretty loose, so I'm going to make an adjustment to the shocks now to try and help it transitioning into the banking off the straightaways. Let's see here. And the way I make my adjustments is I kind of just make them in small pieces and see how it goes from there. That's how I learned to set these cars up, was just by winging it, really, to try and get it to do what I needed it to do. So there's no real science to it for me. I mean, I was an engineering major and I'm pretty good at math, so I do understand how physics and things like that work, and that's usually how I try and set up my late model cars, not so much the sprints. But for me, a lot of times it's just little small adjustments to try and have the car do one certain thing. And if I can get it to do that, then if it helps, then I'll go further. And if it hurts, then I'll back it off a little bit and try something a little different. But I'm going to shut up and drive a little bit.
16.916. .149. .16. .131.
One thing that's good to mention is the non-wing cars, you can really feel the cushion a lot more. Really helps get the car either turned, or if you sling it in too hard, it'll kick it back the way it needs to be pointed a lot more than the wing sprint cars would. Well, guys, that feels pretty good to me, and until I can get into a race with it, I won't really know. But I think that'll do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
22.
Drop a line in the comments if you've got tips for getting these things tuned up. I am no expert by any stretch of the imagination when it comes to tuning these things. And so if you guys have tips to how to get these things around a racetrack better, just put it down in the comments. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Have a great rest of your day.